Now here's Moore's pitch. And Jeter hits a long drive to right center field. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Is that amazing that a man could capture a moment like that on the first pitch? Derek Jeter homers into the right.
First opened in 2001. There's a look at Miller Park here in Milwaukee. And before we get much further, here's a look at our starting lineups tonight. Chris Miller will stand. Now a slider hit pretty well, but he might have got under it just a bit as this is out toward deep center. Navarro is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ball.
He flew out his first time around. Lined hard to center field. Navarro will get there, and he puts it away to retire. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Miller has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. Miller is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The fielder just drift back and make the play. Wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Out. And that moves a man up to third.
Ball on that right side of the infield.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. In inning number 7. Comes with the cutter, but this is hit high in the air out to left field. Miller is there, and he puts this one away for the third.
Here's the throw. He is. The umpire making the call.
Just a few miles off the shores of Lake Michigan, we're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Segura for 1. On to Ishikawa, but it's too late as they get just the 1.
Well, you got a lead runner at second base.
There he goes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. For the course of the past 10 ball games. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2. Chris Miller. Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Home half of the 4th. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Miller comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. This season, and with the final month winding down here, he finds himself in second place in the National League in that department. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away. Chris Miller even now at 1-1. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit. Chris Miller.
Lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So they go quietly.
Chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Goes the other way with a curveball here, and he got a lot of it out to deep left. Miller is going to have room out there as he puts this. Chris Miller. And this is swung on and pretty well hit out to deep left center field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his second hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. And you can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
The game! Unbelievable! Denard Span has done it again! He saves the night! What a play to end the game! Skidding on the grass, shy of the warning track, sliding up.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller, 3-2. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat. Chris Miller.
3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Arcia is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out. Chris Miller keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Curveball, and he takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And this is into the bleachers in left, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 34 home runs now on the year, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
And he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
Chris Miller will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Taken there by Abreu. And this sails right over Davis's head. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Started here in the top of the 9th. 2-2 pitch is hit in the air out to left. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top.
First ball swinging, Marwin Gonzalez right back through the wickets, and the no-hitter and perfect game are gone.
Nighttime skies over Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. And before we get much further, here's a look at our starting lineups tonight. Chris Miller will stand in. And look out as that fastball ran in and got it. Average down in the 230s. And he's right on the fastball there as this is hit pretty well out towards deep left. Miller is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first time around. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride.
He's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but...
Hey, let's go. Now you got this.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Martin is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning
I think
track.
he might have gotten into that home run trot a little early.
Here comes the 3-1. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. 2-2 pitch is hit in the air out to left. Miller is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Chris Miller.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in
His
for
play, and he makes it look pretty routine.
Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. Miller is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well,
Breaks for the plate. Here's the throw. He is out. The Buccos win it. Raise the Jolly Roger. They waved home Shearholtz. He's thrown out at the plate. The Buccos win their 90th. What a...
No place better for Friday afternoon baseball than Wrigley Field. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller.
Mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, I wasn't even close.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. He'll try it again from first. Pitch inside, the throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
That's bad enough. You do not want to load the bases here.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run for him thus far, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left, and it's a fly out to start the second, one away. Chris Miller.
Boy, if he can get him right here, coming back from 3-0, what a way to start the inning that would be.
On to first by Abreu, and there's out number one.
Good job.
Leonis Martin will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. Goes the other way with a curveball here, and he got a lot of it out to deep left. Miller is back near the ivy as he makes the catch.
Out there, but he's not missing many bats.
The first pitch now from Greinke. Out in front of the fastball here as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Puig is there, and it takes just one pitch to retire the leadoff man.
Hey, come on now, here we go.
Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Miller has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number.
But not there.
And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Miller has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out. Chris Miller. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. There to take it is Ramirez. On to Davis at first, and there are two away. We'll stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both.
Now the double steal is on here. A curveball here, but he was waiting for it and sends it in the air to deep left field. Miller has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2.
It's a no-hitter for Tim Lincecum.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball. Right center field. Get out of here. It is gone. Splash down. It's ice cream time. Jose Lobaton with yet another walk-off in the right.
It's been 100 years of baseball and counting at this place. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener.
Sack fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right. It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Swing and a miss.
Good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
And he didn't quite get all of it as this is lifted in the air out towards left center. And it's a fly out to start the second, one away. Got a walk to open the ball game. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Miller retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. Chris Miller. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they fly his first time. Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Miller has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Any bats right now. And guys are really putting.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. Miller is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. And no tag at second. And he goes with the pitch nicely there as this is lifted high and deep the other way to left. Miller is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first.
He's going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the.
And they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one.
And he'll make the catch just in front of the screen, and the inning in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Miller will get there, and he puts it away to retire this.
Run for Prince Fielder as it bounces back onto the field. How majestic was that?
It's a shame that it hit that catwalk because I would have loved to see
how far that hanging curveball that
was the plate umpire making the call. Hello, Yasiel Puig. What a way to start a career.